I used to think the worst days arrived with sirens and smoke. Mine started with a school assignment and a joke about blood types. My 15-year-old daughter Lily was building a family tree for biology. She needed birth dates, medical history, blood types. I knew I was O positive. On an old pediatric card we found for her, Lily's blood type was AB. At dinner, I waved the card like a flag and said, "Guess that makes you special." Lily laughed. "Maybe I'm adopted." My wife, Sarah, didn't laugh. She stabbed her fork into a tomato and said, "Don't be dramatic," and then changed the subject to the garage door I still hadn't fixed. That's Sarah. Deflect, redirect, control the air in the room. 2 nights later, I was in the pharmacy for batteries and grill brushes, and there it was on the counter, a discounted Ancestry DNA kit promising to trace my roots to some noble mud. I tossed it onto the belt on a whim, the way you toss gum or a lighter, and forgot about it until a week later when I found the box under receipts. "Let's all spit in a tube and see if we're Vikings," I joked. Lily was delighted. Sarah rolled her eyes. "You're not throwing our DNA into a database," she said, then added, "What a waste of money." I told her I'd do it alone, for fun. She stared at the TV a little too hard. At my desk after the house went quiet, I did the kit. It felt ridiculous, spitting into plastic like I was mailing my secrets to a vending machine. I sealed it, dropped it off the next morning, and didn't mention it again. Truly, I wasn't searching for anything. I wanted a map of old countries and an excuse to tease my brother about his fake Irish roots. A month later, an email arrived. "Your results are ready." Confetti graphics, neat percentages, cartoon flags. I clicked a tab labeled DNA relatives. Cousins, second cousins. Then a bold badge. Close family. The username didn't ring a bell, but the match strength did. Parent, child, or full sibling. That made no sense. I have one brother. He hadn't tested. My daughter wouldn't be in there. Sarah would never consent. I spiraled into FAQs about probabilities and misattributed paternity, a tidy phrase that doesn't bleed. I closed the laptop and watched my reflection ghosted in the black screen. It looked like a man who wanted to believe in coincidence and couldn't. The next day I called our doctor and requested a paternity test for legal records. The nurse's tone said I was the 10th that month. Lily would need to consent. I told myself I was doing it to quiet a voice in my head that wouldn't stop since the blood type joke. The second part will be in the next video.